So when Neymar left for PSG in 2017 for a record deal of 222 million euros, the famous trio of Messi, Suarez and Neymar, or the famous MSN, broke down. They had a staggering 270 goals between them, and when Neymar decided to jump ship, the way he decided to abandon Barcelona for PSG for getting out of the shadow of Messi, the left wing position of Barcelona instantly became weak. They tried to cover it up with the likes of Dembele, with the likes of Coutinho, and most recently with the addition of Griezmann. So where did it all go wrong? But wait, where's the intro? Alright, welcome back guys. My name is Zishan and welcome back to Talk Football, the home of reviews, tactics and transfer talks. And this video will take a look at the problems surrounding Griezmann and the tactical issues about Barcelona. So in the summer of 2019, Barca finally put an end to the transfer saga surrounding Griezmann as they agreed paying Atletico Madrid the release clause of 120 million euros to them. Griezmann was a statement signing, and coming to a club as big as Barcelona, he knew that it won't be easy to just gel into the squad. He knew that he had to work hard. So what went wrong for Griezmann? What was the issue that still is persistent enough to not see him play at a level that we all expect? Having been Atletico Madrid's top scorer for the past 5 years since he joined from Real Sociedad, he has been a shadow of a player that he was at Atletico Madrid, and now at Barcelona he has just managed to score 9 goals in 29 league appearances. At Atletico Madrid, he was the main man. The team of Diego Simeone was built around him. But here at Barcelona, and if you have a Lionel Messi in your team, you are no longer the priority at your team. You are no longer the main man at your team because you are just an addition to the squad. The game isn't as per your requirement. The team isn't formed to suit you. So that's where Griezmann suffered and is currently suffering. As he is no longer the main man at Barcelona, he has been used as a left winger to try to accumulate Luis Suarez through the middle, and that's the reason he has been playing majority of his game at the left wing, and there the problem creeps in because he is no longer a left winger, although he used to play as left winger at Real Sociedad, but now in the best of his days at Atletico Madrid, he played as a striker. While playing at Atletico Madrid, Griezmann established himself as one of the best players in the world by playing as a free role as a striker. He often used to do things at his whim. He used to drop back, he used to pass, he used to run. But at Barcelona, he has majorly played at the left wing, which is a much more restricted position. Now, since Neymar left Barcelona, there was a hole at the left wing position. So all their signings, that either Dembele or Coutinho, everyone that Barcelona signed, they used them as left wingers. And now when Griezmann came, he was very easily understood to be a left winger because he cannot start to replace Suarez as soon as he joins the team because Barcelona cannot sell him right now. And thus he was played out of position. Griezmann's strengths are lethal finishing, an eye for goal, and link-up play. But those traits are much more limited when he plays as a left winger. But this is not entirely the reason that Griezmann is lacking short of goals. Where there was once an arrogance, a flamboyancy, a certainty, but now there is more uneasiness and lack of confidence when he plays for Barcelona. But like I said before, playing on the left wing wasn't the sole reason that Griezmann hasn't flourished at Barcelona because he got the opportunity to play right down the middle when Suarez was injured back in January and February. But although given the chance to play as a striker in those 8 games, Griezmann didn't score much. He just scored 1 single goal. As we all thought that since he's played in the middle, the tides will turn and he'll start to score goals suddenly, but that didn't happen. So this tells us that playing through the middle at Barcelona isn't just the problem that he faces currently. He's definitely not a like-for-like replacement for Luis Suarez because we can consider someone like Lautaro Martinez or Firmino to be a like-to-like replacement for Luis Suarez because Suarez likes to play on the shoulder of the defender. He likes to do that hustle and bustle to get his way into the 6-yard box and score because he has that amazing technical ability, and that connection with Leo is just mesmerizing. But Griezmann likes to drop deep. He likes to go into those pocket of spaces and link up plays like those little 1-2 passes and then find a pocket of space where he is much suited to take a shot, and then we all know what's gonna happen. And all these things, like, they sound familiar because there is one player at Barcelona who does exactly the same. You all know who that guy is. So if Barcelona were to use Griezmann at his best, you all know whom they have to sacrifice. But Barcelona, can they do that? No, they cannot sacrifice Leo Messi to just accumulate Griezmann. Because we know that this Barcelona team is built upon Messi. Because for a decade now, Messi has been carrying Barcelona in every tournament. From the past 3-4 years, since Barcelona last won the Champions League, since Neymar left, it has all been Messi and Ter Stegen. But Griezmann was trying to solve that issue of resolving the tendency to depend on Messi. But this hasn't happened until now because Messi and Griezmann, more or they are alike because they are both left-footed. They both have the tendency to drop back, to receive the ball into spaces, and do those amazing runs. So Griezmann has suffered because he has more or less the same style as Messi. And one of the reasons because Messi has been doing so well in the past few years is because of Luis Suarez. Because the connection between both of them is just magical. Because Suarez knows that he has to be the last man because the defenders will cover him and Messi will get the whole room for himself. And if we take out Suarez from this team of Barcelona, we already see that how Barcelona crumble because they don't have got that target man, they don't have got those amazing runs, they don't have fight in the team without Luis Suarez. So Griezmann cannot do that. If Barcelona has to use the best out of Griezmann, they have to make a team surrounding him. I don't know how yet, but Setien has to figure out a way where he can use the prowess of Griezmann and use that connection of Messi and Griezmann to exploit the defense. Because we all know such a wonderful striker that Griezmann is. He has that capability to shine at Barcelona. Even though Barcelona lack a direct tendency to score goals these days, just because of the fact that Suarez isn't performing, he's definitely getting old. But Griezmann has to step up his game. He has to get back his confidence and he has to just score goals. He has to be in those positions. But this won't come if he's currently being played as a left winger. So I don't know if this message will reach Setien or any of the Barcelona members. But that's what every Barcelona fan feels. Because I've been talking to a few Barcelona fans and they have told me the same thing. Because Suarez and Griezmann can't play together. They just can't. So what Setien needs to do is to find a system where he can use the trio perfectly. He can use Messi's capabilities of passing, his incisive runs and shooting. He can use the tirelessness of Suarez. He can use his grit. And he has to use the technical capability of Griezmann. He has to use his mind. He has to use his abilities. In a way, playing Griezmann out of position has affected Barcelona tremendously because they lack a man now in the final third of the pitch to pass the ball. And it has also been reported that some of the news flourished that the players at Barcelona don't pass to Griezmann. Rather, they prefer Braithwaite. So something is wrong at Barcelona. The midfield is suffering and even the strikers are suffering. It's already hard to see the trio playing together because every time I see a lineup featuring Messi, Suarez and Griezmann, I'm like, oh, I say to myself that this game is dead. So what he's going to do is be a little bit more patient. And I would request the Barcelona fans to be a bit patient with him. You cannot just go on barging on a player to perform and perform and perform. Ultimately, that will make him crumble. The lack of passing option for Barcelona in the final third has made them suffer a lot. This is one of the main reasons why Barcelona plays more sideways rather than just being direct. Just look at Bayern Munich. They always tend to look up for Müller. They always tend to look up for Lewandowski because they know that they will be in those pocket of spaces and the midfield of Goretzka, Kimmich and Thiago can directly pass at them. But at Barcelona, there is no one rather than Messi in those spots because he has got that ability to receive the ball. But at Barcelona, we have majorly seen them passing sideways or passing back to the goalkeeper and the defenders. So Setien has to solve a big issue of the midfield because prior to the strikers, the midfield is must because Barcelona has always been remembered because of their mastery in the midfield. And since the start of La Liga after this lockdown, Suarez has been used much more than Braithwaite and Griezmann. And also Braithwaite has been used more than Griezmann. But let me be honest, I want to say I want Setien to drop Suarez to the bench. Not because he is old and weary, but actually because he is old and weary. And Barcelona should try to build a team surrounding Griezmann and the youngsters. Not only Griezmann, but there is Fati, there is Dembele, and there will be Trincao. And as much as I know, when Trincao joins Barcelona, Setien will have a huge problem at his hand to figure out a formation to play Trincao, Fati, Dembele, Suarez, Messi, and Griezmann together. You cannot imagine so many players for the same position. So we are definitely gonna see so many departures. We can expect Suarez to leave, and there are also news surrounding Lautaro Martinez. So we can very surely say that Suarez is set for the leaving. But currently speaking, I would like to see a forward three of Messi, Suarez and Griezmann. I know that criticizes my previously said point, but this is the best that Barcelona can do because Dembele is injured and we cannot put that huge burden of goal scoring on the shoulders of Ansu Fati. And next year, when Trincao arrives, there will be a lot of tactical and personal changes. But let me tell you, I'll be here to cover it all up for you guys. So now let me know what you think is the best possible way to use Griezmann in this Barcelona. Let me know how should Setien use Griezmann in the lineup of Barcelona. Let me know what you think is the problem surrounding Griezmann these days. Is it the low confidence? Is it the falling out with Messi or the manager? And because now Barcelona have seemed to drop points and Madrid has capitalized on this, they are top now. So there's crucial games coming up. So just stay tuned. I'll bringing you everything that is to Barcelona and to La Liga. The title race is hotting up, but I'll see you next time with another video. And until now, as always, peace out.